Hi, guys. This is Rebecca, and I am with the Assistive Technology Center at Little Tennessee Valley Educational Cooperative. And because of the coronavirus pandemic, we know that a lot of parents of special needs kids have been thrown into homeschooling for the foreseeable future. We don't know how long that will go on, so we want to be there with you the whole time to help you get through this. First of all, just know that you've got this, okay? You might not be an expert in special education, but you are the world's leading expert on your child. You know them better than anyone. So, as long as you're trying, you can do this. Just take it one day at a time. There's no rush. And that's the main piece of advice. Slow down, slow your roll. Everyone's been thrown into this. It's new. This is a difficult transition. You might have to work from home while you're homeschooling a special needs kid, something I've had to do, and it's not easy. So don't try to recreate the entire school day at home from day one or ever, really. This is going to be your homeschool, not school at home. It's a very different kind of thing. So just take a breath, slow down, and take it one day at a time. The first thing you're going to want to do is make a schedule. And tomorrow, that's what we're going to go over, exactly how to do that. The schedule is the most important thing. It provides structure, and structure is comforting. Our kids need predictability. They do not need perfection. So putting together a schedule that is understandable to them, that you do your best to stick to, is the best thing that you can do. And we will get into this in detail tomorrow on exactly how to do this. As far as academics go, you're going to want to go back to basics, the 3 R's: reading, writing, arithmetic. Those are skill-based subjects, meaning that you've got foundational skills and you build on them. You can't learn to add until you've learned to count. It's different with other subjects, but with these, they build. And so while you're homeschooling, you're going to want to try to at least maintain their skills in these areas. So whatever you can do in reading and writing and math every day, even if it's a small amount, but it's consistent, is going to be helpful. For reading, this is really straightforward, right? You've been reading to your child since they were born. Keep reading. You know their favorite books. Those are going to be very comforting. Read and read some more. Read to them. However they can read back to you in whatever way that is, have them read to you. And don't forget audiobooks. Even if they read at a lower level, they're an emergent reader, they can listen to audiobooks well above their reading level. So don't forget that. And of course, as we go through, we're going to get into detail on how to implement every one of these. So don't worry about it. Writing. I don't know if your child can write or can't write, or they doodle, or what they do, but some kind of writing needs to happen every single day. And that doesn't mean it has to be pencil and paper, but some kind of writing using the alphabet has to happen. Math. Now, this could just be number recognition or counting or shapes, whatever level your child is at. Some kind of exposure to numbers is needed every day. All the other subjects, so you think about history and social studies, science, these are content-based subjects. And while you can do them at different levels, you don't have to learn one part of history to do another part of history. You don't have to learn this particular science to do that. You can pick and choose your topics. So don't make learning those the goal. Use those topics for your reading and your writing and your math and your activities. So use those to find things that are really interesting to your child and use those as topics for everything else. Don't make the goal to learn that. That'll just happen, right? It's going to motivate them. They're going to learn. It's going to give you ideas for activities. There's all kinds of, say, online museums, or you can go outside and take a nature walk and look for certain things together. Especially now that it's spring, there's so much to explore. So just keep an open mind about this and completely take the stress off of it. Move. You got to move. Everyone needs to move. Make sure that movement is in the schedule. Do not expect your child to just sit there all day at a table and work. They need to move while they're doing school, in between activities, special time carved out to move. I have done homeschooling with my child jumping on a little trampoline or rolling on a yoga ball. So just make sure that whatever movement works for your child is incorporated throughout the day. And play, the most important thing, especially with young children or children with developmental disabilities. Play is learning. So make sure that there is a lot of play happening in throughout your day. If it's fun, they're going to want to do it and they're going to be learning. Be creative. This doesn't mean that you have to be a great artist or be super creative. You just have to provide opportunities for your child to be creative throughout the day, whether they're just coloring or building or playing a song on a bowl from the kitchen. It doesn't matter. It's going to make the lessons come to life. It's going to make it tangible. It's going to mean something to your child. So try to inject creativity into your lessons. And again, you don't have to be an artist, and we're going to help you with some great ideas that are easy to implement at home. Be flexible. There's going to be days that it just doesn't happen. Like it doesn't happen. Your child is having a meltdown. You're stressed out and having a bad day. One bad thing happens after the next. It's okay. Just let it go. Let the rough side drag. Tomorrow will be better. So just have some flexibility. As long as you get done the things that absolutely have to get done, which does not include homeschooling, you're all right. Stay connected. So most people are having to stay in their homes most of the time. We still need to maintain connections to people. Phone calls, video chats, online groups, stay connected. And this also includes your child. This can be a little bit difficult if your child is nonverbal or has limited functional vocabulary, but we're going to help you bridge that communication gap while you're trying to homeschool your special needs child. Just make sure that staying connected is a priority. Something bad happened. Okay, I don't know if this is still recording, but if it is, I'm letting the rough side drag. Something bad just happened. We're just going to keep going. All right. Next is self-care. And I know that sounds silly and everybody talks about it. Oh, take care of yourself, but you have to take care of yourself. So whatever works for you, do it. You're not being selfish. You're not being frivolous. It's important that you take care of yourself so that you can continue to take care of your child and to educate your child, which is a whole other thing on top of just taking care of them. All right, your challenge as a parent of a special needs child is that you are going to have to make all of the material accessible and engaging to your child. It's got to be engaging to motivate them to do it. If they're not motivated, it's not going to happen. And it's going to need to be accessible to your child. And all kids with special needs have different needs. That's why it's called special needs. So all the suggestions we have won't apply to your child. You pick and choose what works for you. And we will be here each day to walk you through this. So your homework tonight is to start thinking about a daily schedule. What works in your house? I don't care what works in somebody else's house. It's for you. Some people get up early, some get up late, some like to move around more, some are couch potatoes, whatever works for the dynamics of your house. So first start with the things that absolutely have to get done, no matter what. Write those down. If they have to happen at certain times a day, write that down. Then start with the things that you want to add on to that for a good day. These would include your academic homeschool activities because on a bad day, you can let that slide. So add in all of those. Anything else that you want to happen in the day, add that in. So just start writing everything down so that tomorrow when we go over how to do your schedule, you'll have all that ready. For today, each day we're going to try to give you a really simple activity so that if you can't do anything else, you can do this. And today is really simple. Just read a book. Read something they love, that's familiar, that's comforting. Just read it and read it again, probably. This is the very best thing you can do. And no matter what activity we give you, this is always something you can fall back on. So, tomorrow we're going to be talking about creating a schedule. And just to tell you again who we are, AT for Kids is a team of assistive technology specialists with backgrounds in special education, occupational therapy, early intervention, social work, and homeschooling. So if you have any questions, please let us know. You can find us at atforkids.com. Thank you. Have a good day. And remember, you got this.